Anybody there at the moment?
I'm loading in now. Once I get in, then I'll get you to add me to a team and talk you through how you do that on here because it's different.
No bother.
Okay, so if you press M for map, once you're in, are you in yet?
Yep, you're already in the top left of my screen.
Yeah, no, that's just Discord. That's showing that Discord, we're both in a Discord channel, so that's why it's showing top left. That's nothing to do with the game. So if you press M for map.
Yep.
And then go at the top, click on group.
Yep.
Make a group name and make a tag for it and click create.
Right, okay, done that.
Okay, so now you're going to invite me, and what you're going to need is my invite name, and it's a number, not a name, so it stops people from having revenge killing. So if you go scroll down the list of numbers, you're looking for the number that ends 5101, 5101 at the end. And then just read out the full number that you see.
93425101.
That's the one. So click on invite. Then I accept that. And now you highlight my name where it says Alpha, you, then me. And then you promote me. So just promote me all the way up to admin. So I'll be one under you. So if you didn't promote me, what it means is after this session, I would no longer be in the team because I was a trial member. And also, if we were base building, I couldn't do things in the base unless I'm an admin. So it means that if you take on a team member that you don't know, you can give them less privileges.
Nice. You're actually not that far from me. You're literally just up the river.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Start streaming. Okay.
And I've got no gear. I logged in earlier, and I was locked inside what used to be my base. So the flag had gone completely, and someone else had taken it over, and had rebuilt what they needed to build. But of course, by that point, they'd put their own code lock on the door, so I couldn't open it. So I had to F11.
That is brutal.
No, it's not funny. No.
Oh, come on. Please change the screen to live. Why is it doing this to me? Shut down YouTube. Every day, every time. It always works. Like, I don't know why I'm always like, oh, this isn't going to work this time, but... Me. Okay. My channel. Okay. More live. Hello and welcome back. We've got a bit of a fun episode today. We're playing with Goblin today.
Guys.
Should be a bit of fun. He's here to basically tell me what I'm doing wrong and then slap me if I continue to do it. Yeah, let's just get into it. I'm just going to try and meet up with Goblin first and then we'll see where we go from there.
I've got a pet chicken for us to eat.
Nice.
What do you need to be showing on Livonia? So that's probably... You understand the basics of surviving now, but what do you need to know on Livonia?
Things like where decent loot is.
Okay, so if we meet up...
Just stuff like that.
First of all, we're going to go north of the river, so the other way, because this map is the other way round. So the good stuff is in the south. The lesser good stuff is in the north. But we're going to go north to start with because you often spawn on the other side of the river, and there's a military camp you can get to in the far north that has sort of SKS level weapons.
Yep.
And people don't naturally go there, so it can be quite a good way of getting some gear. So I'm going to come to you, and then we're going to cross the river. Now, the town that I spawned in was Toplin. I would never go to Toplin unless you're fully geared and ready to die.
Yeah, I've been told before that Toplin is where it's where players go to like fight over territory and all that kind of shit.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone sees Toplin as a hot zone.
Oh, hello.
Hello, mate.
I didn't expect to crush you so fucking quick.
So I was just running for your marker because I can see your above your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll set an RV on the map of where we're going to go.
Sure. I mean, we could always go raid your old base.
My old base is completely gone. It's been so I logged into my old base, but it's gone completely, and the only way to raid it is with explosives, and there was nothing inside when I logged in.
Right, okay.
So there's no point wasting explosives if you have them on someone's base that hasn't got anything inside it.
Fair.
Be a waste of boom.
Oh, I'm literally where you left me last time. You jumped when you last jumped into watch.
Okay, so we have the RV symbol over there, the triangle on it. If you can see it.
Yep.
So that's where we're going to go. If you press M for map,
So we're heading that way.
you can then see where we're actually going to go. And it's up past by Lina, and
Oh, you'll get better in time. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Going for a jog.
do you need a rucksack?
No, I'm good at the moment.
I'll throw away the one I've brought for you.
I've got a hiking backpack.
Okay.
Although it is badly damaged.
Well, I've thrown away one up there somewhere.
Yeah, I just grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, that's probably a better idea.
So in Toplin, there is a railway bridge that goes over the water, and there's also a footbridge. I would never cross the bridges. I would swim across because, again, you're asking for trouble.
Yep.
And now you won't.
I'm already soaked through anyway.
But a lot of the time on Livonia, once you've spent time in the north, you'll move south and you won't go north again. So you'll only really have to get wet from crossing a river maybe once or twice. And it's Livonia. It rains all the time.
Yep. I hadn't noticed that about the server, you know. Like,
yeah, that's just
I hadn't wondered why I'm constantly soaked through.
Yeah, it's a Livonia thing. And also they've got the mist turned on this one. So early morning in Livonia, you'll get mist on all the rivers. Just going to cross here.
It's a good thing I've got the heat buff, innit?
For you it is. For me, I'm like, yeah. And actually, base building, not this time, but in the future when we do it on here, is easier on here than normal.
Right, okay.
They have their own base building mod.
Merv mentioned before that standard base building is an absolute pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. And on here, it's still a pain in the ass, but slightly less of a pain.
Oh, I remember now why I had the gun in the backpack. Just so I could keep the sharpened stick on my back. Do you need any food? I've got 2 bits of fish on me.
No, I'm fine at the moment, thank you. I've still got my freshy stuff. So when you're not on a Goblin Z server, I would suggest the first thing you do is find a chicken, kill it, because you can then, from the bones, make a fishing hook.
Yeah, and a knife.
And a knife, yeah. So it just means that whatever happens then, you can find, you've got access to food.
Yeah. Okay, things are getting a bit dark.
Not
Do you want to set up?
Do you want me to talk you through gamma?
Well, we could set up a fire instead. Get you the heat buff. I could do with re-getting it anyway. Try to get rid of this cold.
We might get shot. We're going to set
In
up
the
a
middle
fire.
of nowhere.
Yeah, 100%. It's a survivalist is a punchy server, and we're too close to the river. But I'll find us somewhere to cook to if you want to.
I've got cooked food on me. It's just to get the heat buff, really.
Okay. So so I get what you're saying, 100%, and we will do it. I don't normally really worry about such things.
I don't normally either, but it's to try and get rid of this cold that the character's got.
Yeah, and that's worth it for you to get rid of the cold. Let's get up into the wood line up here and do it. So we're far enough away from the river that fresh spawns would have to run some distance to us.
Right, okay.
Hi, Pappy. I'm running with Will today. You can find him on that link. And then I'll be with Cookie later. Trying to remember to push my foot up and down when I'm talking to you and chat, and it's a lot for me to get my head round. I'm an ex-infantry soldier. If I put any more information in my head, I'll lose stuff. My brain's not made for all this extra information I've got to take on. Obviously, I can see probably a little bit more than you can, because I've got night vision.
I'm literally just following your name.
Yeah, I've got fake night vision on. So what I'm going to do is, when you get to me, a Pappy foot pedal's amazing. I'm
literally right behind you.
So if you stay here, I will make a fire. That way you won't get lost.
Right, okay. Do you need a knife to get bark?
No, I've got all that because you spawn in with it. So I'm good to go. It's a little bit weird because it's a screen to my left-hand side. So I've just got to get used to it not being where I expect it to be.
Yeah.
Can you walk to me? Because then I know where the bark is that I've dropped on the ground. And then I'll come back to you when I want to make the fire. If that makes sense?
Sure. Right, get my food and water up a bit, try and get it back up to full.
So actually,
Like, I've got everything I need to be for... Oh, my knife is ruined. Never mind.
So add to the chat.
What kind of ammo does this SMG take?
Voice on all the time.
9x19. What have I got? 308, 357, 762. Got that uses 22s. They're horrible. A ruined fishing hook, get that out of my inventory. Just a bit of inventory management. I'm dropping something for you as well. There's a rangefinder.
Okay, I don't use them, but so keep it.
Like, it's handy for if you don't have a scope.
So one of the things that you're taught as a soldier is to imagine how many football fields are between you and the enemy. And a football field is 100 yards, approximately 100 meters. So I do my range finding using the same things I was taught as a soldier.
Alright, okay. Like, I don't use it to measure distance, I use it to find, to see in the distance.
So I never use a rangefinder. Now on the Aftermath server, they have a rangefinder that snaps onto your weapon, and as long as it's turned on, gives you the exact range to what you're looking at.
Nice.
There's a fire.
Heidi, does this have a battery in it?
Okay, I would never use a torch in Daisy. People will shoot at the torch. If you want to do a come on, turn it on and drop it on a road, and then get into a bush nearby and wait for somebody, a freshie, to wander up to it to have a look and then shoot them.
That is mean. But I like it.
So, Daisy torchlight works the same way as normal torchlight. So, because it's obviously based originally on armor. So, if you have a head torch that's got a red bulb in it, the zombies can't see the red, and players can't see it at distance.
All right, okay,
so
that's interesting.
The only one that you should ever use. All the other ones can be seen at distance, which is why this is so dangerous.
Right, I've got a head torch as well.
So yeah, so a head torch, make sure it's red. If it's red, then it's safer to use, but not safe. If it's white, green, any other colour, it can be seen by the zombies, but red isn't seen by the zombies.
Right,
because
okay.
Because in real life, red is what you use in the field to read your maps when you're military, and because this is based on the armor code, it works the same as armor. Because Daisy was originally armor.
How do I get poses up again? I've forgotten.
Poses, full stop, and then select the pose you want.
Yep.
You hold down full stop to do it.
Might as well get some sleep back. It's like 3/4 down.
Yeah, that makes sense for you. Morning, guys. I'm getting used to using a foot pedal, so I'm talking to you now. And
I've never actually had a character live long enough to see that bar go to 0.
Oh, I have. It's when it goes to 0 in the middle of a firefight and he starts yawning and blacks out and then just falls asleep in the middle of the firefight that reminds you to do it properly.
Oh no, I'm getting shot at, but you know what? I'm really tired. I'm just gonna take a quick nap while the bullet whizzes at my head.
And that's why you keep a can of Coke on you, because it will give you like a 10% boost to your sleep in an emergency. So out to the stream, I'm doing a run today, this afternoon UK time with Will. And then tonight...
I'm guessing full sleep as well also helps with illness and shit as well.
Yes. If you get full sleep, so if it goes to 100% because you're in a house, you're under a roof, you've got a fire, you've had some food, all your clothes are dry, etc., etc., what you'll end up with is, when it gets to 100%, it'll give you a little boost, like the pill icon, and it's the equivalent of having like Tetra or multivits, and you get that for about 10 minutes.
Something woke me up.
Probably because you're not under a roof, so you can't sleep.
Fair.
So you can only so being under a roof gives you a better sleep. So I've got a cold now because I got wet, but I don't care. It's Livonia. I'll always have a cold.
There's some water and there's some food.
No, I'm fine on food and water. I've just eaten and drunk, so that I'm all right on that. I've got my chicken for later. At the moment, I know on the Livonia map, it rains all the time. It's always wet. Get used to having a cold until you get better clothing, is how I see Livonia.
Fair enough.
But then I've been playing Livonia for a long time. Whereas you're still in that, it's a survival game and I'll play it and I get it. And you really enjoy that. Whereas with me and Cookie, you'll get used to us running around. We've got a cold. All right, it's Livonia. If we cure it, we'll have another cold in 10 minutes time.
Fair enough. Right, I'm ready to head off if you want to.
Okay, so what we're going to do is just go towards that marker. Let me just check on my map to start with.
All right. What are the red circles for?
So red circles are no build zones on this map. So that's places you can't build. And the reason is there's military in there or they've got airdrops in those locations. or their police stations or things like that they don't want you building in.
Right. Okay.
So they're no build zones basically. So the run to the RV will take us right through the middle of Berliner. So I'm going to take us to the outer edges of it, up to here, just because it'll be slightly safer, and then we'll cut across. And then if it's light, we can always run through, but at night I probably wouldn't run through a town that might have bases in it and people.
Right.
So we'll just make our way to the RV.
Roger.
Yeah, I hope the 1.2 uptext fixes that. They mentioned the cold flu illness has 3 tiers now. Agreed. But again, if you play Livonia...
I've never seen you stream and being in front of the other person before. Like, you're usually following Cookie because your weight is so low. Yeah, because your stamina is so low, sorry.
Yeah, the trouble with being a goblin, I'm normally full of gear that I've picked up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure Cookie brings nothing home and I bring it all home.
He's really good in a firefight, though.
He's the best PvPer I know. Like, majorly best. I've been in I did a competition with, I did Kings of the Castle a few times. I was in the same team with Running Man twice, but as a player, what's the other guy's name? Whoever the other guy is that I was on the team that we won one year, I wouldn't say he's a better PvPer than Cookie, but
sorry, my door's going. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Sorry. I sent him a message.
I sort of like that. I sort of like the fact that they're going to do better meds with 1.26. I like the fact that it's changing. I like everything they're bringing. I like the fact they're nerfing clothing. I like, I'd take it further, but I would. The fact that they're not, they're going to, t-shirts are just going to have a little bit less. To me, a t-shirt shouldn't have anything. But I like the direction they're taking it. Not so interested in the new fishing mechanic. It makes it more of a game than just fishing, but I get why they're doing it. But I'm really interested in what 1.26 brings to the rest to modders like them.
You're not bringing any cards or shit with you? You're not bringing cards with you? Right. Right, okay. Let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even speak. I've got a friend that came up.
Okay. Do you need to finish the stream?
No. It's okay.
Time list.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? A minute, where did you go?
I was behind you.
Oh, there you are.
So out to my chat, I'm just...
Like, the amount of time you spend behind the characters, I'm pretty sure you just like looking at their arse.
Only if they're female. I'm looking for a goblin. I'm looking for the female goblins. I think the elves took them about 200 years ago. Never trust an elf.
Yeah, you never trust an elf, man.
Or a pixie.
Hello, Chuckles. Is Chuckles 70 one of your people?
Yes.
Yep, I'm playing with one of the Goblin crew, I am indeed.
So the person I played with on Kings that I rated highly was Sour. Only because every time we ran into a building, Sour had played Chernara so much, he knew exactly which angle you could look at to shoot around round corners and through pixels and which gaps in doors, because he plays it full time. And that's what makes, I think, the big PvPers better, is they run up to a door and they know exactly which little pixel they can look at to shoot through that door even though the door's closed. Whereas Cookie is just pure PvP, really good at it. His reactions are unbelievable. Mine are a little bit slower at 52 years old.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, when I used to, in my, I suppose, early 30s, when I probably first started gaming online with the original Unreal, I had reaction times like Cookie. Now we fast forward and I've got arthritis in both hands and I'm not quite the same. Right, I'm going to set a new RV point a second.
Yep, no bother.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come into this location from the top, because then we can hit the barracks at the top and the better barracks with a better chance of getting better loot, and then leave the industrial buildings out. Also, the top sometimes has a gas attack on it. So if you come in at the top and you see green mist, there's no point going in.
I mean, we can't really see anything right now.
No, and on here it's less likely to have a gas attack on it because it's a modded server.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just now running for the RV.
Yep, right behind you.
Of course, today's the day that Sarah's dad gets a PC and comes across
Isn't it?
Dayz. Yeah. So they've played
Nice.
they've played games on consoles in the past, but never on PC. And they're going to pick up a PC today and buy Dayz.
Very nice. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to be like coming into Dayz from the beginning, and it's all a massive learning curve again.
Yeah.
So the bit where it says at the bottom, a survivor is transmitting on a radio on 99.7. If you get a radio and tune it to 99.7 on this server or other servers that run that mod, that will then give you a mission that you can go and do. And if you complete it, you'll get a prize.
I don't see those when they pop up. I've got all notifications and things
Okay.
turned off.
So it's worth having always on community servers, have server messages on. Because if the admin need to tell you something, that's where it will come up.
Right, okay.
And by not having server messages on, you're often in breach of the server rules.
Oh, okay. Once we reach our next RV, I'll get into settings and turn it back on again.
Yeah, you're never going to get anything bad on there because it's a server message, but you'll get things like the next restart is in half an hour, or you'll see things like there's an airdrop landing and stuff like that. So you'll see things that come up on there that you won't have access to that everyone else does.
Right, okay.
Or in the case of the survivor missions, that's where there's a mission happening. This is a grid reference. If you've got a radio, tune it in. And then when you get to that area, it gives you more instructions, and you'll never get any of that if you don't have if you don't see that message and don't have a radio tuned in.
Got it.
So I don't tend to have in-game chat turned on because it tends to be quite weird.
It was a 10 or from what we all knew.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm using my mic over on a different setting because I'm having to use a different thing. Unfortunately, I can't solve it out to my chat. It is what it is. I'm using a different voice channel that's not set up for streaming because as much as I'm running with Will today, he's not part of the normal
They're all sellers is a
team.
thingy anyway. But in red selection is a QC outside, so see what text we've got. But this is what I've got to say.
Yeah.
I see Des Koala. I'm sorry. That's good. Yeah, I played it. Travis.
It's only a 1, so there's no point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Firecrack. Oh, the bastard is already there. Right, that's it. Let's start.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go firm here for a while and just wait for the sun to come up a little bit further.
Right, okay. Got you. Can you hear my mate in the background, just so I know whether I need to adjust my mic or not?
Yes, I can.
Right, okay. It shouldn't be coming through, because I've got it set for singular direction. But first of all, I need to turn on server messages. Where do I do that again?
Okay, so if you press escape and then
Yep,
options.
Yep.
Oh,
there we are. Admin messages. Got it.
There we go. Yeah. You here? Love me some Dayz. I'm sure I've heard of this map. And I touched Livonia, so it came out about 4 years ago ish. And welcome. I'm just taking Will through today, who's a new player to Dayz, on a run. Whereas I'm got a few hours in the game. I'm not a great PvPer, but I'm a reasonable.
Yeah, is Chuckle70 one of your crew?
Yes, came from my direction. Yeah, so I put a link out on my description for this stream. Will, I've got a link that's to you, and I've also got a hotkey that I can run on my stream deck to say, "Here you are, give him a follow." So I'm out to the.
Yeah, I put that into the description. So if anybody does watch this back, go give Goblin some love. He runs his own server as well. He's an old man. He needs the love. Come on, support him.
Less of the old. you're only as old as the goblin you feel. So we're just waiting for the sun to come up a little bit before we go in and loot this area at the top, hitting there and there. So I'm just talking to my chat, but I'll talk you through it as well. I'm going to put an RV on what we're going to go and hit first. When we go,
right.
when we get into that circle and we start to get near the other side of the fence line, if you look at the map, you'll start to get zombies forming in the will spawn in the trees. So silently take them down, obviously. Because shooting in here will alert anyone in the area that we're going into a military area, and they'll come looking. And we're quite
right.
Close
I've got
to
a
the big
baseball bat,
airfield.
so
yeah, and we're quite close to the big airfield.
Yeah, if I go quiet, it's because I've muted the mic and I'm speaking to Justin for a minute.
That's okay, not a problem. I'm just waiting for the sun to come up because there's no point going in the dark without MVGs. So what I'm really doing is just taking Will through how the Livonia map works, where the loot places are, when you first spawn in, where to go to get loot, to gear up, basically. And then potentially in the future, some places to build bases. My main server I play with somebody called Dr. Cookie Monster, and we play Livonia, but on a different server, which is far more fast-paced, 100-pop server with lots of killing. Where on here it's a bit more slowed down. Have you got any food that I can pinch off you a second, Will?
Good. Yeah, I've got some food. Give me a sec. Drop it into the vicinity. There you go.
Thank you.
Are you needing some water?
No, that's it. I'll be fine on that. Thank you. So Will tends to play a more survival orientated map, where I tend to play more PvP orientated. Both of them are PvP maps. So this one is just taking them through.
I need to adjust my OBS settings.
But on this map, there is a wipe this week, so
Put down a bit.
nothing I'm doing really matters.
I'm probably going to come through a bit quieter now. But
Okay, no problem.
Probably about 5 that many roughly.
So the sun's now starting to come up, which is really nice. Make it easier.
yeah. You've got your nighttime staggered, don't you? So that one's shorter than the other.
On my server,
Yeah.
no, they are the same times. So on my server, you get about 3.5 hours of daylight, and then about half an hour of nighttime. But that includes sunrise and sunset. But what I have on my server is each day advances in real time. So as each day advances, then as per the real world, nights you get less sunrise and more sunrise, and nights are slightly shorter or slightly longer depending on where you are in the year. So my server follows a yearly pattern, where a lot of servers, every restart, they reset.
It felt like yesterday. It felt like one night was significantly shorter than the other.
Oh, look, I've been sick. Isn't that great? Oh, yeah, I was ill when I ate. Oh, joy. That's fine. Right, we're going to go in now and see if we can sort our lives out.
I think you've got bloody hands.
Yeah, I put gloves on now, but I hadn't had gloves on. Like a bad goblin.
Leaving those fingerprints everywhere. Come on, man. Can't be doing that.
I should have got you to feed me. It would have made more sense.
I'll feed you anytime, babes. Don't worry. Nice.
Oh, Goblin's left the team. How did that happen? So you will get deer spawns around here, and also wolf spawns sometimes, but very rarely on wolf spawns. Livonia, yeah, was the old DLC map, now included in base game.
I'll be going till 3, then that'll be me.
Okay, that sounds about right. Because then I can have a break and then come back in with Cookie tonight. So we're just looking for a hole in the fence now.
Get my bat out just in case.
I'm probably not going to make it on this life, obviously, with illness. But that's fine. I'll run back and rejoin you once I die, wherever you ended up to.
Right, okay. But we might find some tetracycline, you never know.
Not in here, we won't.
My character's cold is gone now. I'm back to proper health again.
So if you come here...
Hey, you need more food?
No, I'm fine. So it's a waste of time giving it to me. So if you need to go in these doors, because it's been badly planned, they'll open and block you. You can't get through there always.
Where'd he go? Can I injure you, by the way?
Yes. Yeah. So
Right, okay.
I've got something here for you. On the floor, there's another knife I've dropped for you that I picked up.
I just found a screwdriver. Nice, thank you.
Obviously, when I die, anything I've got on me, take that you need.
Right, okay. There's a smoke grenade.
Whenever you see the Humvee, it's always worth climbing onto the roof of it, because sometimes it spawns stuff on the roof. Bit of ammo there.
Right, okay. Interesting.
So, Chuckles70 says, tell Will I work 12 hours, so I'll be browsing his library of videos. There you go.
Thank you very much. That is much appreciated. Zombie to your right. Jesus Christ, these guys move fast. Oh shit, I've been cut.
is it modded PC melt?
Cheesy peeps, he did not want to go down.
This is lightly modded, this server.
Right, get bandaged up quick. Ah, sugar honey iced tea. Oh, I've got some rags, that's fine. Oh, thought for a minute I didn't have anything to bandage up with. How did I end up wet again? I was dry just 2 seconds ago.
Livonia.
There we go.
So then we're just going to make our way down. We've got barracks to our right, and then an HQ to the left.
Might as well deal damage on that. Stupid boy.
Speaking of the left, I'm not going to hear anything coming up from the left. I've not got my left headphone in.
Someone's died in here. There's weapons on the ground.
Nice. There's another knife in here too. And another screwdriver. Oh, hello. I found a combat backpack.
Okay.
Is that better than the hiking backpack, I take it?
Yes.
Yep, much better. I don't want the torch anymore. I've been looking for a way to get rid of the bloody thing. Oh, there we go. I take it you picked all the weapons up.
Yes. Shotgun and the Scorpion. Shotgun had no ammo. Scorpion, I've got a mag on it.
Nice. It's not bad.
I'm not no fan, but I don't have any weapons, so a Scorpion's fine.
The hell is that? There's a black box on the floor here that I can't interact with.
Yeah, it's just loot. It's always in this place. It's a Dayz thing. It's for show, rather than anything you can do anything with.
You okay there?
Yeah, I just killed a local.
Killed the local.
Dead player above me.
Oh.
Gonna search him.
Let's check cause of death.
Who? Ruined.
For God's sake, I didn't finish anything it.
Bandage.
Anything decent on?
Yeah, I'll have to cut him up to get to it though. It's stuck inside. Stuck inside him, so I'm going to cut him up to get to it. Be careful, because we're both up here. If we get shot at, both of us will die.
There is a patrol train that's like human skull. It's too much like they're unlooted.
So it does mean there's a player in the region, in the area.
He does have jungle boots though, if you want them. I've got decent boots on already.
I'm likely to die soon, remember, so there's no point me picking them up.
Do you want a cowboy hat? At least you'll look Goblin until you die.
Nah, I've got a jungle hat on, I'm happy.
I'll take the helmet instead.
You got a Z coming to see you?
What's he gone?
Going into main HQ building.
Come on, just die.
There's base building stuff in here on the floor, and when you go inside the police, in the cell.
1 second, I've got one on me and I'm bleeding twice over. Alright, quickly bandage up. Oh, you can actually see where you're bleeding from. That's quite a bad bleed. We're not lost half fucking blood indicator here. Right, let's eat some food, get some of that back again.
Don't do it in the open. Get inside a room to eat, because if you're less likely to come under fire, we can shut doors. So here you would shut those doors, maybe those doors, and then bandage yourself up. Then at least if somebody opens the door, you've got time to react.
Right, okay.
In the middle of a military camp, bandaging outside is dangerous.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, it makes sense. Right, that's fine. Everything's gone back up again. Are you needing some liquid? There's a little bit left in this.
don't waste it on me. And if I drink it, I'm going to poison your water bottle.
Oh.
Because I've got the illness.
I didn't realise that was a mechanic.
Yeah, so if I've got the illness, I'll pass it over to you. Or I'll pass it to the water bottle. And then you'll drink from the water bottle, and then you'll get the illness. So here, if you come in this military barracks, as you come in the door...
1 second. I've got a zombie outside the door, and I found a sewing kit that's handy.
That can be used as an emergency bandage, did you know?
Yep, it's the reason that I'm picking it up. And I've got a zombie right outside the door.
One's dead, the other one's about to die. Dead.
Nice.
So inside...
Goblin just out here tanking zombies.
So inside here, right-hand side, you've got a MMG weapons rack that you can pick up, that box, if you build base building.
Oh, this here?
Yeah, you'd use that inside your base as storage.
Right, okay. There's no point picking it up today.
No, and they're wiping the server anyway this week.
Somebody's been here because there's paper on the floor.
Yeah, be really careful. Don't run in unless you're... Okay. People will... So when you come in here, you come back to me a second.
Coming.
So when you run up the stairs, always be careful, because players will lie right there.
Right, okay.
And as you come up the stairs,
actually, I've
they'll
seen
shoot
that.
you straight in the head.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to Merv quite a few times.
Yeah, so always when you run up these stairs, you run up, and then you turn round, and you come up ready to shoot. And then you don't hit this room. So to hit this room, I would open, and then I would be checking the angles before I pushed in. As much as I could. Because that's... People will hang out in here. Because that's such a good position to kill people from. Just there is... Yeah. And you can do it with...
Are these all tips you used during the war?
Yeah. Back when I was in the Boer War. Against the elves. Okay, so then we go across the road now to the other barracks. Obviously, if I get shot, leave me. So I'm about to die anyway. I'm red. Everything's flashing.
No man left behind. I'll carry your dead body.
Build shovel. At least I'm going to have some loot on me for you to pick up.
I just found a shovel myself.
Only really useful if you're burying a stash. Or when we get to base building in the future.
I mean, I'm sure it makes a decent melee weapon.
I think Goblin's more likely just to use his fists or a knife, isn't he? So the rest there is one more building in here that's lootable. The rest of it is low grade industrial.
Right. Okay.
You've still got a chance of getting like an SKS out of it, but it's whether you want to run through and search every building or not. But this is always worth coming to if you spawn nearby.
Right. Okay.
Because
Let me just check where we are. Control zoom out. All right. So it's down by Branzow Castle.
Yeah. Now the castle's not worth going through unless it's a highly modded server because it's not a proper castle. It's ruined.
Right. Okay.
Question: did the food water situation indicate a change? Looks like different. Oh, we've got a dead on me a second.
Army pouch.
Oh, he's coming to you. He wants to cap me.
There isn't really much in here. Oh, gun cleaning kit. I could actually use that.
I'm not sure. How long ago were you playing out to my chat?
On here.
No, sorry, I'm talking to my chat a second.
Oh, sorry.
Getting used to which button to press down. Yeah, I'm about to die, so I'm going to hand items over to you, and then you're going to kill me.
Can do. I don't know how much of this I can actually pick up. My inventory is quite full. So I don't need the screwdriver.
Just work out what you need. So I've got a working gun there, so I would take the gun. So you had a working
Yeah, I'm going
gun.
to drop the smoke grenades as well.
Could you bash me in the head, please?
Oh, of course I can.
Thank you very much. And
Are you dead already?
I'm dead.
One hit.
So I'll spawn in.
Okay.
I'll let you set an RV point. So if you just drag my RV, and then I'll meet you there. So you can choose where we're going.
Let's ammo, bandages. What the hell? Bison mag. Guard. Take the. Oh, there is no hook on it. Take the food. Food's always good.
Food's water, stamina indicator change. It might have done.
Ammo.
Yeah. No, it hasn't changed in the last year. Some of the indicators on
I'm just trying to get
screen
this all before
might
it
have done.
disappears. Give me just 1 minute.
So if servers can turn on a feature where if you get cut, it shows up on your screen. So that might have changed.
This needs to go in here. Oh shit, no space for that there. I'll put it here. Handguards can go here. Oh, please go where I put you. Bloody thing. There we go. Oh my days, you had so much on you. Bugger and hell.
Loot Goblin.
Yes. I don't know why I'm so surprised every fucking time.
See why our bases that Cookie and I have are full now.
Yeah. It's another knife. What's that? Holster. And probably put that on. Where did I take off for that? Oh, bugger now. I'll drop something, I think. Nope, I dropped anything. Scorpion. Do we need the Scorpion?
It's got a full mag on it.
Fair. Polymer handguard.
You don't need all that stuff. There's no trader on here. I'm just picking up loot for the sake of picking up loot.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Back to my chat.
see
What
if
I'm
we
doing
can-
now is I'm gathering enough rags.
I'm not
to
taking the
make
VSS mag, it's badly damaged.
Yeah, that's a fair one.
Alright, let's see if we can get the Scorpion now. Nope, still not. Okay, what else can we rearrange? That can get put up here.
Then if I get a chicken, I can then fish.
That can go away. I'm going to get rid of the shovel. Right, we can get that Scorpion now. Tidy. I don't think I can pick that back up again. No, I can't.
There's no way. Fucking hell.
Right, all that I've really left behind is a shovel and some random bits.
Okay, no problem. So just set an RV and I'll meet you there.
Oh, the BK. That can go on my back. Get rid of the sharpened stick. No, I don't want the fucking hat. Jesus Christ. Right, map. Okay, double click. Mine is green.
Yeah, you have to turn it to being public because it might be private at the moment, so I can't see it.
It's set to group.
Okay.
Did it show up?
No.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right. Name. Oh, I didn't name it. Is that it now?
Nope.
Something's not right here. It's not working.
Take cover and try and work out what you're doing.
Let's try again.
Let me find a bush. I'll take cover and try and work out what you're doing.
Private, group. Yeah, I can either set it to private or group. I've named the marker.
So it needs
Name marker icon.
Yeah, it needs to be group.
Camp, safe zone, black market, hospital, sniper, player. Set as player. Okay. That's me now got 3 down. Right, delete them.
Blame about that like that.
Maybe it's because of where I'm trying to put it. If you just head down to your RV point. Oh, yeah. Literally, you had an RV right on top of me.
Yep, I've just deleted the RV, so you should be able to put one in now and it should work. Let's see if you place one in now and see if I can see it.
Yep, done it. It's named here, Gobby.
No, can't see it at all. Not showing up for me.
Delete. Right. So I double click on the screen.
Yep.
Marker.
Yep.
Turn it to red. Name it here, Gobby. Group visibility. Click OK.
Okay, so I can see it on the marker list. Whereabouts is it in the real world? Which town is it on?
It's literally where we were. I've just stayed in the exact same place. It's in that building just down from Branzow Castle.
No, not showing up. See if I can do it. So you've got two of them up now. I'm going to see if I can force it somehow.
Right, I'm going to delete them again. Delete. Right. Group marker. 3D. Double click. Go. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Okay, so I'll set one for somewhere.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
under fire. Leaving.
Okay.
I'll just run towards you. You go wherever you need to go, and I'll just run towards your marker. Now's not the time to work out why markers aren't working. And also for you, you're in the middle of an area where people go to loot. I wouldn't hang around in there, mate.
Right.
I would get clear of the camp and get under a bush and work out why things aren't working, not in the middle of a military camp.
Right, okay.
You're asking to be shot. Yeah.
The door we came in through isn't opening. Thing's not working out.
So you might need to log out and log back in again. It might be your connection to the server. But I can't guarantee that. It could be lag on the server. It could be all manner of things. It's Dayz. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Oh, I spawn miles away.
Oh, for fuck's sake. These melee zombies are fucking aggressive.
Could be used to them from my server by now. And you guys keep blaming me for making worse zombies. Nah. All I do is get rid of the civilian zombies, and that way they all become worse.
Lovely, I've got a blood infection.
Well, my old world.
Right. Right, okay. No, that's not a safe place. You can still see me. This tree. This bush. Right. Right, I'm in a bush. Right, okay. Map. Right, what the fuck's going on?
Let me get there in a second myself, and I'll set a marker and talk you through how I do it. And then I expect you're doing exactly the same, but for some reason it's not working. Give me a second.
Right.
So
set it to group marker. Oh, there we go. It's actually on the map now. It's
yes.
named here, please. I think it's maybe because I was indoors.
I can see it now. Yeah, that's working. But at least that way you know how to set a marker. Also within that screen you can change like the what colour I show up on the map and things like that. So I have you show up, or players I'm playing with show up as green. Because the bright green shows up less camouflage than the white does. So you're less likely to shoot your teammates.
Right, okay. Right. Oh my god, you're miles from me.
Only 8.4.
Right. Tell you what, we'll pick a point in between and I'll try and meet you there.
Now you can drag that marker there because you can tick a box in the bottom left-hand corner of the map screen that will let you drag markers, and then you can hold hold it with left mouse button and move it to where you want it.
How about we meet up about here? It's about halfway.
Okay, no problem.
4.9. Right.
Do you know that you've got auto run on here?
What's auto run?
So if you hold down W to run forward and shift, and then press plus on your keyboard, do you have the full size keyboard with a numpad?
Yep.
So to the right on the far right, you've got the plus and plus, minus, and enter key.
Right. Okay, I see it now. Yeah. I'm doing it now.
Yeah. If you press plus and then let go of the keyboard, you can just move the mouse and you'll run.
I just need to get through this fence again. There we go. Yeah, on my way to you.
Yeah, so auto run just means you don't need to use your left hand. I wouldn't do it in areas where you're about to come under fire, so it's a risk if you do it.
Food and water seem to last a lot longer on survivalist servers too.
Depends on the server settings. Depends.
Like, they don't seem to drain as quick.
Yeah, so I haven't tweaked that at all on my settings. I would guess on here they've tweaked it so it doesn't use up so quickly. So they've probably given you an enhancement to water calories on here, whereas on my settings I keep it as vanilla, so it uses it up quicker. Sorry, I was talking then, you wouldn't have heard a word because I didn't have my foot down. So on my servers I don't tweak it, so it's vanilla. On here I'm guessing they have tweaked it, so you use up less.
Your symbol makes you look like you're flying through the fucking air right now.
Who said I'm not?
Last I checked, goblins don't have wings.
The elves took them.
Got it. Of course now.
So out of my chat, all I'm doing is generally looting up. It's not a server I'm invested in. They are wiping this week. If you come in this evening and see me on the other Livonia server with Cookie, we're a bit more invested in that, so we're a bit more armed and trying to stay alive. We have a proper base on there, or we hope we have. We haven't been in for a few days. And that's a bit more PvP orientated. This is a bit more slower pace. So this server's known as Survivalists. They run, I think, 3 of them: a Chernarus, a Livonia, and a Deer Isle. No traders. Vanilla-ish weapons. I think there's a splattering of one tappers or 338s.
Definitely.
They use their own mod for building, so you've got vanilla building plus their own mod as well. Their own mod's not bad. Lurk away. Lurk away. Not that we need it, but I've picked up a code lock.
Nice.
That's like gold to a goblin.
I'm 3.3 away from the marker.
Roger that. 2.6. Also means if I get shot, the person that kills me gets something useful out of it.
You're just here to help everybody.
Yeah, friendly, happy, helpful goblin.
Also 3 words that aren't associated with a goblin.
Not in the circles I mix in. You've got a bad impression of goblins, I'm sure of it.
I've watched Goblin Slayer, man.
The Lord of the Rings was the worst thing that ever happened to our breed.
You've clearly never seen Goblin Slayer, then.
No. Well, we're not allowed to, I'm guessing.
It's one of the most fucked up animes I've ever watched in my life.
I don't do anime, so...
Like, the first opening 2 minutes of that anime are what I use to show people when they say anime isn't just for kids. Sorry, when people say anime is for kids, sorry. I use that as proof that it's not.
One of my friends is massively into anime, so I will ask him about it. Honestly, it's so screwed up. I don't watch a lot, in all honesty. I watch a little bit of YouTube stuff when I'm falling asleep in the evenings, and that's about it. I don't watch any conventional TV anymore. Though I've got another week off work, so I need to work through the new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon.
There's a new Lord of the Rings?
So they did their own version of Lord of the Rings a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago.
I do now.
Season 2 dropped on Friday. It's quite good. It's closer to the books than the version that we got in the cinemas. It's a bit more adulty.
All right, okay.
And and I get completely lost because they go into trails of like the book when you get into some of the deeper stuff and they're talking about the history and the lore of it all. There's a lot of that shit happening, and I'm like, I wasn't an intelligent goblin, but it is really good. I like it. It's set.
The biggest thing that's about to happen for anime fans is that an anime called One Piece that's got nearly 1,200 episodes is getting a retrain to bring it up to modern type of pacing.
Okay.
And the biggest problem people have with One Piece is how long it is. Like 11, I think it's like just under 1,200 episodes now, and they're 20 minutes a piece. So you're looking at like a good year of watching it every single day non-stop to be able to actually catch up and see what's happening.
But you're looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they actually do with it, because if they don't do a good job with it, it's coming out on Netflix, and if they don't do a good job with it, they are just going to get slammed.
I've got a problem. I've picked up about 15 zombies as friends.
I'm 2.1.
Oh, it's raining. Excellent. I can be wet and dead.
Yeah, I think this is a viral infection. I'm coughing, but...
The other thing that's worth thinking about, and it's completely up to you, whatever you do, as I said, I understand that tomorrow you're going up to your parents, or so you might
next weekend.
Next weekend, so you might not be around all the time for a while. But if you want to after the wipe play one of like Deer Isle instead of Livonia, then we can do that instead.
All right, okay.
Because that gives a different option, a different map. There's caves that we can build in on Deer Isle. It's a bigger map. It's a much bigger map.
Yeah.
So less chance of getting shot once you get away from the spawn areas.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think it's just a cold I've got. It's not an infection. That's good.
Same with me. But once I get across the river, I'll eat the food I've got with me.
Like, my food has been sitting at 3 chevrons down for God knows how long, and it's still, like, not even tickling the sides.
So you need to eat 6,300 calories a day in Dayz and drinks X amount of water, and I can't remember the amount. And different foodstuffs have different amount of calories attached to them. Fish is the second highest after like bear meat.
All right, okay. Interesting.
I think it's bear, then fish, then cow, then everything else, basically, and the very bottom chicken.
And it doesn't have a lot of fat, so it kind of makes sense.
So if you fill yourself up and you're not moving very far, you won't use up a lot of calories. But as you start to carry weight and start to move, you'll start to get through the calories quicker.
Well, my stamina bar's at half. And like I say, it's barely even touching the food and water that I've had. I'm guessing this is what they mean by stamina plus.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas I just run standard stamina. I don't think it's fair to make stamina minus. No, I did think about it. I'm about to cross the river. I'm just dodging some zombies initially, and then I'll cross the river and come and find you.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I just found a dead player.
Yeah.
M-Lock 91 damaged with silencer.
Grab whatever you want and run. There's an empty... There'll be somebody nearby.
I have no space for anything else.
Then just run.
Like, they just seem to have shot... it doesn't look like he died from gunshots. I think he died from illness. But he was really, really geared.
Okay, mark its location, then move the marker onto the location of it, and I'll go there and gear up.
It's around about here. You can hear the flies buzzing around. Where is it? Fuck, it's around here. I thought a tree stump was a fucking player there for a second. It's around about this location.
Okay. 1.8 from me.
Roughly. If I stay near it, he won't despawn, will he?
Less likely to. No guarantee.
I just need to re-find him again. Fuck's sake.
Be thankful there's not crocodiles on this map.
Shit. He's around this area. I'm guessing you have some sort of trick to find dead bodies.
No. No. And the flies are an indication, but you also get flies in the game anyway now. Because people were using flies to always look for bodies.
He can't have despawned in the time it took me to run past him.
How far did you run away from him? So
I didn't run that far.
So it depends what server settings they've got set for despawns.
Oh.
So it'll be how many minutes it lasts for. So on my servers it's set to 3 minutes. On a standard it's about 20 minutes, but if he died 19 minutes ago, then he would go once you'd left the area.
Problem is he's wearing camel gear, so like trying to spot him is a pain in the ass.
Did he die in the middle of a field, or did he die next to something?
Oh, why has it put the marker there? That's miles from me. 2 seconds. That's in the fucking field. No, right. Drag marker. So it's around about here.
Okay, not that far away.
He's in these woods somewhere.
Okay. I'll burn all the woods down, yeah? And then I'll start at one end with a spade, digging everything up till I find him. Base there? Okay. So he might be from one of the local bases, and he was running home, and he thought, I'll respawn and try and get back to my body. So get into a bush in case he appears around the corner.
Yeah, yeah. Goblin Slayer is, like I said to Goblin, is one of those ones that you show to your friends when they say, "Oh, but anime's for kids." It's like it really fucking isn't.
I'll be there soon. 900 meters out.
No bother. I still haven't found the body. I'm still looking.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Get under a bush and watch in case he comes back. You've got a scorpion, so you can take him out.
A dirt path. I didn't see a dirt path, so I know it's in this direction. I mean, with the amount of gear on him, I wouldn't be surprised if he rage quit.
And it's also so close to wipe, it doesn't really matter. People don't
Yeah.
care at this point. They're like, wipe's going to be here like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whenever this server normally does it. And they're like, yeah, who cares? Because if I die, I just go and play a different game for a few days. Often people in the final week, if they don't have any explosives, will give up playing the server, which is why it's so low on here at the moment.
Yeah.
There's been like 17 people on most of the day, where normally this would sit at around the 50 player mark until the evenings.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah.
There's times where I've had to queue for like 30 in the queue. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so...
Sure, it was around here.
And that's only because it's Purge Week. People have given up. People just are at the point of... there's no point building my base, there's no point looting, I've got no explosives. This server is really bad at giving players access to explosives. So it's really good at the build a base, survive, loot up, engage in PvP with players, but it's not very good at doing endgame.
Right, okay.
So Cookie and I worked out, that you'd have to be a team, the full team that was on nearly 24/7 to be able to get enough explosives to raid a small base
Inside the sofa.
in the 8 weeks of the wipe. Because they're not very good at giving people access to explosives. Which is a shame, because everything else they've got quite worked out well. So once you've got a base built and lots of gear inside it, it becomes not boring, but there is nothing left to do, if that makes sense, because you can't get enough explosives because you're not on here enough. I'm here, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere in this woods. I heard the flies, but I haven't heard them again since.
Okay. He might have despawned.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
How often do you stream and what time, about time? So I stream normally on...
It's all good. I've got shit that I can drop for you. It's not a problem.
Massive base here, massive base.
Coming. I didn't even see that.
So normally I stream on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Normally UK time in the evenings between 7 and 10.
Right.
And slightly different at weekends. This is a very...
Holy fuck.
This is not a normal stream for me.
Right, let's get you geared up a little.
Okay.
Right, you'll need a knife. You'll need a gun.
The gun, yes. Knife, I don't need. I've already got a shotgun. Has that got any ammo in it?
I think 2 rounds.
No, it's got nothing. So
Right.
leave it on the floor. We don't need it.
There's your scorpion back.
Unless you want it.
No, I'm good. Kind of ammo does it takes 380.
Yes. Takes 380. So any spare
I've got
380 I'll take.
Let's see if I've got any. 45s, 380.
Thank you.
Right, I can do this. Combine.
That's my normal stream schedule.
Swap that out for that, and then put that in there. Combine that with that. I've got a Colt 1911 with 7 rounds in it.
You do realise I'm about to go and try and raid his base, don't you?
Yep, that's why I'm getting weapons sorted out. I don't have any 9x19. Oh, is that another mag? It is.
Do you have
Right.
any food on you?
Swap that. I've got some raw chicken.
That doesn't count. Let's hope I can get into his base and find some food.
Yep. So I've got 2 mags for the Colt.
Okay, keep them with you because you never know when you might find a Colt.
I've got a Colt.
Okay, so I've got a Scorpion, you've got that. Ready to go?
Do you need anything else before we move?
No.
The LI 70. Does that takes 380? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Right. Is this the LJ? Yep. It's not what I want in there. Hotbar, probably right behind you.
Let me know when you're ready.
Right. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. So I'll keep it on permanent send while we're going in case I find a way in. Flag has dropped to half mast, so it means that they haven't played the server for a few days. They've been raided. Going into search. Careful in case there's players in here. Just because we're looking through the place doesn't mean others aren't.
Did you just cut yourself?
No, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Gas. Somebody gassed it. Someone's just gassed the place.
Oh, that is brutal.
So there was somebody in there with a gas grenade somehow, because that was gas that took us out.
That is absolutely brutal.
Or it's just been raided and there was gas in there, but you didn't hear an explosion, I'm guessing. So
nope.
my guess is that it's that's life. All right, respawn.
Yep. And no, it's not the Aftermath one. It's the Survivalist Livonia server.
We're going back there if we can. Yeah, it's 1.5 away from me. I'm running back there.
It's 5.6 for me. We got tripwired. I'll head back to the base as well, but I guess I'll be miles behind you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Masters. I will be on.
Chuckles thinks we got tripwired
tonight. With Dr. Cookie Monster on a more PvP orientated server, which is what I normally play. This is little bitch in there. Yeah, I think we probably were as well. But there was certainly something in the air, and it felt like gas.
Unless it was just like some sharpshooter sitting there with a silenced rifle.
But you would have heard him shoot me, and I would have heard him shoot you first, if that makes sense. Unless there was 2 of them, and they both identically shot us. Which in Dayz, that level of shooting? No.
They're rare, but it could have been a pox trap.
Yeah, that's what I think. It was a pox trap. Because there was green mist in the air when I went down. Little creature.
That is a brutal way of taking people out.
I'm guessing I taught him. That sounds like a goblin thing to do.
Funny thing is the death marker is at 4.8, but my here please is at 1.7.
So
Makes no sense.
So the death marker for me is where I died, and that's inside the base. So here, please, is where you were saying it's somewhere in these woods. So that's when we were looking for the body. Where the death marker is when we died inside the base.
Am I where I think I am?
From the river now.
No, I'm not.
I'm 1k out from it.
4.7. Yeah, it looks as though it was a pox trap. Chuckles heard the bleed sound when I went down, after I blacked out. I heard a bleed sound on you, but I thought you cut yourself, as I mentioned. I thought you just like hit some
No, that's trip. because I didn't have a bleed. I didn't have a bleed up, and then I saw green mist, and then I died. It's all right. It happens. Someone's raided it and left that behind, so if they go back, they get that, or anyone else that goes in gets it. And I'm guessing the guy.
If it was me, I'd be sitting close by waiting for people to jump in.
Depends if you got lovely. If you just want to, if you've got loads of explosives you're trying to use up in the last week, you're just going to hit as many bases as possible and cause mayhem. So you're going to hit that place, blow your way in, leave some traps, go on to the next base. Because you want to use up your explosives because you saved them up for the last 12 weeks or whatever the wipe's been. And maybe you can only play this weekend. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So everyone's different. So often when it's wipe, when we get to this point in a wipe on, say, Aftermath, Cookie and I will leave the server because we've used up our explosives as we're going through, and we'll have a break for a week from Daisy before we come back in and carry on.
Oh, I'm off Tuesday. If you're wanting to do something then.
I'm about Tuesday.
Because I should be working this Saturday, but I've swapped my shift so that I can travel down.
Okay.
We could see what Merv's doing Tuesday as well. See if he wants to jump in.
You can always go up and play on a different map and do an adventure somewhere.
I'll let you give him a shout.
Okay.
If you don't mind. Like, trying to arrange it for him last time, I kind of cocked things up there, so... I've come across a town, I'm just going to run straight through it. If I die, shit happens.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the only way to be. Right, I'm nearly at the enemy base.
I'm 3.9.
Just going to eat my food so no one else gets it.
Oh my god, look at my hand.
That is mental.
Get back free back upload next time. Which is really funny.
I'm going to have to stop in a minute and get some food and drink.
Okay, no problem. Moving in now.
All that time of setting up the games.
I'll probably hit a landmine now.
Yeah, Chuckles, if you do check out any of my videos, just realise that I have just started out, so sound isn't great to start with. Like I was still, well, to be fair, I still am figuring out how to get my mic set up properly and like where to have it positioned so that people can hear me properly. So like, my first couple of streams are pretty shockingly bad. But I would definitely go check out the GTFO one. That was one of my favorite games I've played so far, especially with Sketchney. If you aren't following Sketchney either, like go give her a look. She's so funny. She doesn't even mean to be. I'm sure Goblin can vouch for that as well. Sketchney's fucking wonderful.
Very much so. I'm inside the base.
Don't die again.
Trying not to. I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
very
here.
slowly. They've got loads of food here. And weapons.
Get yourself kitted out and I'll be with you shortly. I'm 3k out. Get that drink down me, and then we can run.
I'm going to come to you and bring you a better weapon system.
Right, okay.
And food, so I've got about 15 pieces of fish all pre-cooked.
Roger. I'm heading directly for your name, like literally straight arrow. Xbox's mixer service. I don't know what that is. Was that when it was like 360 type deal?
Not sure, I'm never an Xbox person. Where in real life am I? I'm in the UK. I'm down in the south of the UK. Only ever been to the States once, and that was not really in the States. I'm ex-army, and we flew into. I spent 6 months in the jungle in Central America, and we refueled at JFK. We were there for about an hour, so not really ever been to the States, but one day wish to visit. Really wish to visit. Love the idea of the States.
Right, okay, yeah, they cancelled it before the pandemic. I'm at that base we came through earlier.
Okay.
Not that base, sorry, the
Military.
Yeah, that.
I'm bringing you an MP5 with mag and scope.
I don't actually know where I am. This church used to have a base in it. I thought it was a church. Never mind, it's not a church. It's just a random fucking building. Yeah, I'm guessing if they kept it going through the pandemic, Xbox's mixer service, they might have actually made a bit of money off of it.
That was the case.
More for them for not being able to see the future.
I'm running through the middle of a town, so I'm just being a little bit careful. Not really.
I'm 2.1 from death location. Which means I'm probably about half that from you.
I'm running to your marker. Where you are, so I can see your name, so I know where you are.
I kind of feel like we're literally living the song, like 500 miles.
We are.
I would walk 500 miles.
I need to find a can of Iron Brew to feel like I'm part of the gang.
Nah, just grab yourself a bowl of haggis, man. Like, that's what you want.
So, I love Iron Brew. I love haggis. Fine with all that. Don't quite understand the whole Swede with things. Don't get that at all.
It's tradition.
Exactly. It's just I don't quite get it. But hey. But haggis, love haggis. But only when, so that one of the women that I work with goes once a year home to Scotland, and I get it always to bring me haggis back from Scotland, because haggis from Morrison's is not the same.
No, an English black pudding, I'm sorry, it tastes rank.
So when I have black pudding down here, it's made by a local butcher. It's not Morrison's Tesco black pudding, it's different.
I like the butchers in Scotland. They know what they're doing with their black pudding. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing down here.
I think it probably depends on your butcher. So I think it depends on your butcher. It's always going to, and your acquired taste, I think, isn't it? You know, I like the black pudding I get from my local butcher, but equally, I don't like the Morrison's Tesco. It's all right, but it's not amazing. Right then, let's give you a gun. There you go, and some food.
My back. Food. I kept my tins because I know I can turn them into hooks. I'll actually do now that we're standing still. Hands. Combine. Craft fishing hook. Sorry, Chuckles, but I tell it how it is, man.
I've been to Hellfire Caves. I love the UK.
Right, one fishing hook. There's a fishing hook to the side for you there.
Thank you.
Combine this, and I'll make another one.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not, the fishing hook won't last long, but it'll be enough for a couple of uses.
Okay, should we go and hit that base before you finish at 3?
I'm right. 1.4 kilometers. We should be able to make that.
Oh, easily. I've been to Hellfire Cave. So I don't know about the Hellfire Cave. I'm glad you love the UK.
I'm not the biggest fan of McDonald's. I have it every now and then. And to be perfectly honest, there's a McDonald's like 100 meters down the road. If I go to Mackey's, it's a double bacon cheeseburger and a strawberry milkshake. I mean, that's just elite.
I'm not. For me, if it's somebody says, right, should we have fast food or takeaway, fish and chips?
I still don't get these people that put curry sauce on their fish and chips. It makes no sense to me. Like, none whatsoever.
And I'm from the south, and I put gravy on mine.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Good job for it. Oh.
My mate Justin's like, fish curry, curry fish and chips. It's like elite. I'm like, nah, fuck off. Nah, gravy as well. Come on, man. Like,
Oh, gravy on fish and chips. Gravy.
Maybe on your chips. Like,
No, gravy on fish and some cheese, like the Canadians do. It's amazing.
I'm ordering a chip to that. I just can't say that guy out. Something.
So actually, chat,
actually, that chippy sounds good.
I was last in the States. I said like 91. I was out in
Yeah,
Central America. So a long time ago.
To be fair, as long as you don't do what Aaron does, I'm happy. Like chocolate bars into sweet chili sauce.
I don't do chili, so no fear of that with me. I think KFC's too spicy.
No, he gets chocolate bars and dips them into McDonald's sweet chili sauce.
A little bit weird.
He's done sweet chili sauce into his McFlurry before as well.
And what is it with you Scottish people and deep frying Mars bars? What's all that about?
Don't look at me. Like that is not something I do.
Yeah, I'm condemning all of you in one go. Fish and fries, yeah. So from us, obviously, but you know what I mean.
Ooh, yeah.
Our chips are
Nice.
what we call chips. You would call you call fries.
I like to freeze my Mars bars and my Snickers.
We would call what you call chips. We call crisps. Frozen, I get frozen. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not allowed chocolate anymore, but when I did eat chocolate, yeah, freeze it solid, and then yeah, it's amazing. Lasts a lot longer.
It's also good when it's like really hot outside.
Really hot in Scotland, and say, oh, you're in England now, aren't you? So you get some heat. You'll get used to me taking the piss. Yeah, this is going to happen a lot. You do realise that. I'm ex-army, so at some point I'll get into the whole fact that you're a monster-believing, skirt-wearing, haggis-eating. It'll happen.
Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce on our chips. By the way, when we say chips, we mean fries, not like bags of chips, as you would call them. I'm guessing you're US.
Yeah, I've got Masters of Madness in here doing the same thing, going crisps, chips, fries. They call it fish and fries. Yeah, well, what we would call fish and chips. When you go in, Will, watch the ground, because there might be more traps in there. I haven't been into the house yet. I've just been into the outer area, where I got the guns and the fish from. Be careful with the fish. A lot of the fish have gone off. So just be wary. I just look at the ground a lot and see where you're walking.
Let's only have one of us go in case. Just in case.
Nah, it'll be fine. I've got an AS Val. I'm happy. Or S Val.
Trial finish. Cool.
Is there a way to see the traps?
Probably not. But I've cleared the first initial bit. I'm now going to clear the other.
Right, I'm going to get my backpack back. Get my work boots back.
Got a lot of stuff in here.
Yep. I want my chlorine tablets back again as well. Right. I want my knife. Oh, okay, that's why you said, alright, okay. Okay, got you. I'll grab the rest of this food. Carp fillet, pristine. None of this fish has gone off, it's all pristine.
Okay.
It's all dried fish. It's good. Grab that, grab a mag. Grab the ammo. Okay, grab the bandage, just grab anything useful. We could come back here on Tuesday before the server reset and have a bit of fun.
It might have gone by then.
Pretty glossy, I sounds. It is, yeah.
Out to the chat, we're not. This is the server whites in.
Sorry, you cut out there, bud. What are you saying?
Sorry, I'm just talking to the chat a second. The server wipes in a few days' time, so we're just basically...
Okay, that's me full again. There's nothing else I can take. Take the hunter's vest, though, actually. Take my canteen back. I'll need to rearrange some things. We don't need the rope. Take this instead, because we've got a fishing rod. We can always get more bark. That stuff's damp anyway. I want to take the hammer just in case. Get rid of that rangefinder, we don't need it.
Okay, I'm going into main building.
Right, okay. Why have I got sticks? Go away.
There's more guns in here than you can shake a stick at.
That's a good thing, because I just dropped two.
like hundreds of them.
Right. Oh, there's a pristine canteen in here as well, by the way. Oh, it's my canteen. I'm being a moron.
You ever try airborne server? I haven't tried airborne server. I must have a look.
Right. Do you think maybe there was just one trap?
Two, because we both got hit, I'm guessing.
There's a ton of teddies and badges and sunglasses and things in here as well. These guys just collected everything.
Get out. There's a landmine on the
Why?
floor I can't pick up. So I think it's bugged out, but it might be about to blow up. I'm going to shoot it.
2 secs, let me. I wanna.
I think I got knocked out.
Yeah, you're knocked out, yeah. You're not dead anyway.
Okay. So you can probably go in there safely now and loot the rest of it. They'd left landmines underneath piles of stuff, so be really careful when you're picking stuff up.
Right, okay, that could be what's over there at that teddy pile. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Be really bloody careful, because... Can you push in so I can get inside as well?
Sorry.
I'm stuck in the door.
Is that another landmine there? No, it's a cooking pot.
But underneath it, there might be a landmine.
Holy mother of fucking God. These guys are full-timers on here. Fuck me. Jesus Christ almighty.
Very much, this is just like a cookie and goblin base, isn't it?
Even you didn't have this much.
Yet.
So much ammo. Fuck my life. Well, I don't want the worm anymore. That can get to hell. Right, let's pick a weapon out. I feel like a kid in a candy store. FYI, I would carry a rangefinder in lieu of binoculars because it is smaller and can see 1 kilometer. Yeah, I get that. And if we were going to be going for any length of time on this server, like any like decent where it wasn't about to reset, I probably would as well. But like, given the fact that the server's getting reset in a few days, there really isn't any point.
West Woolacombe Caves.
Right.
I don't,
okay.
but
I need to pick a rifle.
I know where Woolacombe is. I'm only just down the
Valga,
road
what does
from
that
it.
take? That's a shotgun. Scorpion. SK5966, that's 7.62. Is there 7.62 here? 308, 308, 762. Right, okay. I'll take that. Oh, that's 539. There's a ton of 308 rounds in here. What takes 308?
Normally hunting rifles or the bow, the LAR as you'll think of it.
7.62, 380,
Draco,
12 gauge,
I'm
7.62,
okay, and Will's new to the game, so we're training him up.
5.45. Just trying to find a decent rifle in here.
This server doesn't have any money on it,
7.62.
but we'll certainly have a look at the other server.
How much you bet? And somebody just comes through the door and just like, hello, goodbye.
That's why we need to get out of here.
Right. It looks as though all the decent shit's been taken, so I'll just grab the 7.62.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh. I mean, I've got 380 rounds as well, because I've got the pistol AB as well. And where's the 7.62 ammo gone? Because I put it back again.
I'm new to got less than 100 hours. Okay.
5.45.
So I'm 5,100
5.45,
hours.
308, 308, 308, 308.
I love the game.
Okay. I can't see the 7.62 anymore. It's fine. Fuck it. 380. Might as well just take the ammo for the pistol. Is there another pistol kicking around?
There might be. I've got one on my vest that I picked up a body of in here. But
Oh, there's the 7.62. I found it. That's 5.45. Right. Okay. I need something that takes 7.62.
there's
That's
an
12
SKS
gauge.
there's an SKS on the floor to your right. Yep. And that'll take 7.6239.
SK59. Yep. That'll do. Fuck it. Oh, where'd it go? Things keep moving and
They will do.
There
'Cause
we
there's
go.
so much loot and it's not handling it correctly. So you just need to sort of grab it and then we
there
get
we
out
go.
of it.
Got it. Roger, Dodger.
He's like a
Let's
kid
rock
in
and
a
roll.
candy shop. From my stream, you're like a kid in a candy shop.
I really am.
Right, let's extract.
Zombie. I'll let you deal with it. I haven't got a weapon out or a hotbar just yet. Fucking crap my pants.
Dealt with.
Really? I didn't even notice. Like,
So is that your first base raid?
yeah. Well, we can't really call that a
No,
raid.
that is.
Like,
That's counted as a soft raid because someone else has blown it in and you've gone in there and helped yourselves. So count that. It's how Cookie and I get most of our gear, is stealing from other people's spoils. Remember, the only objective in DayZ is to survive. How you do that is up to you. But that's the sort of base I want to get you used to building. Because that will make your life easier.
Right. Okay, it's just got a mag on it. The SK does not have a mag on it, so I'm going to have to load bullets one at a time. Although it shows it has a mag on it on the actual picture, but... Oh well.
DayZ.
Right, I need to put this into the hotbar, and then hotbar the other one as well. There we go, right. Okie dokie.
What I'll do is I'll have a look at that... So I'm just speaking to the chat a second. What I'll have a look at that server. But I tend to play... So this one I played with
Let's
Will.
find a decent place to log out, and then we'll pick this up on Tuesday.
And then, for me, I tend to play Aftermath servers. And I'm in a 3-man team on a 3-man team server. Yeah, no, I agree, Will. Find somewhere to log out, and then we'll carry on Tuesday on our little run around the map and steal stuff from other people mission.
Yep.
I just find it. I'm just going to jump into a tree. So out to the stream. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be
just
back.
let Merv know that we're just doing base raids, so it's just looting and scooting. And I think that's actually what I'll name my vid as well.
Yeah, I'll let him know. Not a problem at all. I'll invite him along, and if he can't make it, he can't make it. It's fine. We'll do the same. We'll go in and we'll just run around the map, causing havoc and stealing from people.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'll catch you on Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you for coming along. It's been a lot of fun.
No problem.
Bye for now.
Okay, cheers. Bye. Out to my stream. So...
As you just heard there, I'm going to end it now. If you... Oh, Chuckles, you won't be able to make it. Sorry, bud. Yeah, the video... If Marv is joining us, it'll be about 3 o'clock. It's usually 3.
So out to my chat. I'll be back in about 4 hours' time. On a high pot PvP server with Dr. Cookie Monster and maybe Mart if he's about. If not, it'll just be me. Or I'll be on my own server, Goblin Z, depending on how things pan out later on. But thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.